What is going on, guys? Winter Kills here, and today I'm bringing you guys a little bit of a reaction slash discussion video because just a couple minutes ago, some new Marincess cards actually got revealed, and not just like one or two, 6 new Marincess cards. And I thought, of course, as soon as I finish one deck 1 month, 6 new Marincess cards get revealed. Maybe Konami was listening to me after all. I have no idea when we're getting these cards. I've seen what the artwork looks like. I've seen some of the names, but the translations were just posted into my Facebook group. So, like, they're not on the org yet. I think they are originally from 4chan is where the original translations are from. So, like, I'm recording this a lot, like, earlier than I am going to be uploading it. So I don't know when it's going to be going up. I don't know if the translations are official yet. But I just wanted to go ahead and get my first reaction looking at what the effects of these new cards are, because there's a ton of potential, especially with 6 new cards. I think 2 main deck monsters, a link, a spell, and 2 traps. So, like, a ton of potential here. I just played the entire deck for a month straight, put so much thought and effort into the deck. And, you know, when you do something like that, you realize how many problems the deck has. And Marincess definitely has quite a few problems. Inability to search wave. A lack of other Marincess spells to search off a Sea Angel because it searches spells, not field spells. And we did get a new spell, so I'm curious to see what that card does. And the deck really only has one line of play, and that's its normal summon, and that's a big problem. You have to rely on seeing cards like 1-for-1 and Monster Reborn to keep going. So, tons of potential here. Absolutely tons of potential. So, we're going to go ahead and look at the first 3 cards here. We have Marincess Spring Girl, which is a Water Cyberse, level 4, 1200 attack, 1000 defense. Says you can only activate the 1 and 2 effect of Marincess Spring Girl once per turn. Says you can banish 1 Marincess monster from your grave. Special summon this card from your hand. That's exactly what I'm talking about. An extender, that's what we need. This is exactly what we needed. No longer have to worry about getting my Blue Tang, Seahorse, etc. popped by something, and then I can't play. We have an extender in hand. It's basically a Marincess Scripton, which is amazing. Level 4. And then it says, if this card is sent to the graveyard as link material for the link summon of a water link monster, you can send cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard, equal to the amount of Marincess monsters you control. Then, if a Marincess card was sent to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the amount of Marincess monsters sent to the graveyard times 200. Okay, that effect, not that great, but I'll take it with the first effect. That is all we needed, is an extender. That's just amazing. Then we have Marincess Sleepy Maiden, Water level 5 Cyberse effect. So, I like this because it's a level 5 Marincess. The only one outside of that, I believe, is Crown Tail. And the reason why level 5 is important because you can search it off of a 4-mud skipper, which is an incredible card. And you don't have to search Scripton anymore. And the more actual Marincess monsters you can keep in the main, the better, I think. And so if this is good, if this is a good card, I think 4-mud skipper could earn a spot back into the main deck. So it says 1 and 2 are hard ones per turn for effects. It says you can target 1 Marincess card you control. Special summon this card from your hand, then gain the following effect. While this card is on the field, targeted cards can be destroyed by opponent's card effects. Oh, the targeted card can't be destroyed by the opponent's card effect. Okay, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Then you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Marincess Link monster you control, equip 1 Marincess Link monster from your graveyard to it. That's actually really good. Because there's a lot of times where, like, you'll have Battle Ocean up, and Battle Ocean only equips when you link summon in the EMZ. And there's been a lot of times where I thought, you know, equipping directly, like, to one of your monsters in the main monster zone would be really good. You can equip things like Anemone, and then, you know, link that monster off, trigger off the Anemone, or whatever it may be. Or, like, you can use, you know, Wonderheart in the main monster zone and bring up something that's equipped to it. And it gives it that 600 attack boost from the field spell, too. So that is really, really awesome. Yeah, I like that. I like that quite a bit. Target Marincess monster control, special summon this card from your hand, then gain the following effect. So this literally just replaces Pascalis, I think, in every way, shape, or form. That's just really good. The other effect, again, it's whatever, but that first effect, though, so good. And then we have the Marincess Aqua Argonaut, Water Cyberse Link 4, 2300 attack. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of the attack stat, but None of the Marincesses really have too high of attack because they're gaining all their attack from the field spell anyways, so it doesn't really matter too much. So we can get this thing up to 43 with all the equips in the field spell. 2+ water monsters, I like to see that. The arrow scheme, I believe, is up, down, left, and right. Really good arrow scheme, by the way. Anytime you have a down arrow plus a side arrow is just really, really good. It says you can only use the 2 and 3 effects of this card's name once per turn. So the first effect, while this card remains in the extra monster zone, your opponent cannot attack other monsters. That is awesome. Okay, I like that so far. You can target 1 water monster you control and 1 card your opponent controls. Return those to the hand. During your opponent's turn, when a spell... During your opponent's turn, when a spell/trap card or effect is activated on the field, quick effect, you can special summon a Marincess monster card equipped to this card. And if you do negate that activated effect, oh my goodness! Spell trap negate to complement with the wave monster negate. If there's a way to search wave in here, I'm just going to scream. Okay, so those are the first 3 cards. All A+ cards here. Let's take a look at the next 3. We have Marincess Dive, the normal spell. Are we actually going to be searching this with Sea Angel? Let's find out. And I'll put pictures of what the cards actually look like up on the screen. I love the artwork on all of these cards. They look so good. Especially the trap, which I don't know if it's bubble link or curation. I don't know. Because obviously I can't read this language. But Marincess Dive, normal spell. You can only activate 1 card of this card's name per turn. Choose and activate 1 of these effects for the rest of the turn after this card resolves. You cannot special summon monsters except water monsters. Okay, that's fine. So either target a Marincess, monster in your grave except a link monster. Special summon that monster. If Marincess Battle Ocean is in your field zone, you can special summon a Marincess monster from your deck. What? Choose and activate 1 of these. So it's either a Reborn or an E-Telly. Choose and activate 1 of these effects. So the rest of the turn after this card's off. Who cares if we're about locked into waters? Who literally cares? And it's after it resolves too. So you can like do non-water stuff first, then play this. Target 1 Marincess monster in your grave, except a link monster. Special summon it. Or if Battle Ocean's on the field, in your field zone, special summon a Marincess monster from your deck. That is insane. So we've gotten our 3rd good extender. Finally, good extenders. Marincess Bubble Link, because Lord knows we have plenty of starters. We got Blue Tang, we've got Signet Mining, we got Seahorse, still one of the best cards in the deck, hands down. And Scripton just got a hell of a lot better. If I can think about this, yeah, so if you normal Scripton, or not Scripton, 4-Month Skipper, you can link 4-Month Skipper into like a Sea Angel effect, search either Dive or the field spell, and then you can use Sleepy Maiden to target the Sea Angel, and then summon it from your hand, and then go right into Crystal Heart. That is insane. 1, 2, 3. That gets you Crystal Heart on your 4th summon, which is not that great. But with so many extenders now in the deck, like you can play right through a nib. 100%. And then Bubble Link. Okay, I want to read Bubble Link. Dive is insane. Let's read Bubble Link. Normal Trap. You can only activate 1 of this card's name once per turn. When an attack is declared, negate the attack and if you do special summon a Marincess Crystal Heart from your graveyard or extra deck. You can banish this card from your graveyard and then target a Marincess link to or higher monster you control. Target a link to higher you control. Yeah, okay. This turn, it can attack up to its own link rating. But opponent takes no battle damage. That's really, really interesting. So you can just, especially since you can get some of your Marincess monsters to really high attack. Like 46, 52 with Bubble Reef. You can just clear an entire board with that. That's pretty good. And that's its graveyard effect. Negate an attack and then just reborns. And then Crystal Heart, of course, can negate attacks with its own effect as well. That is really, really good. And you can summon it from the extra deck, so it could go to the EMZ. And then it's unaffected by your opponent's monster effects. And then Marincess Curation. If we can't search wave, fine. I'll take all this. But if we could search wave, this would be way better. Marincess Curation. While you control Marincess Link 3 or higher, you can activate this card from your hand. I like to see it. Target a water link monster you control. Return it the extra deck, and if you do special more Marincess Link monster with a different name and same link rating, cannot be destroyed by battle, but cannot attack directly. Wow. So we didn't get a way to search Wave, but we got another trap that's, I want to say, almost on par with Wave. We control Link through you can activate. So basically, you can just quickly swap out a Marincess Link for another one, and you can use that to dodge things, which actually can be very, very nice. I like that. There's definitely utility to that. And let me go back to the, especially with the other Link 4. So like you can go into Bubble Reef, draw on your standby phase, and then during, you know, whenever, you can just quickly swap out your Bubble Reef, especially if you're not going for unaffected boards, which, like, you're not going to be able to go for all the time. And granted, it may be a lot easier to go for now. You can just tag into Argonaut, which is also Link 4, obviously same as Bubble Reef. And you have yourself a Spell Trap Negate on top of that, which is insane. And then on the next turn, you have the follow-up with the water, you know, target water monster control and a card your opponent controls, return those cards to the hand. And Argonaut can target itself. That's really good. This support, honestly, I'm going to say 9 out of 10. If we could have searched Wave, I'd say 10 out of 10. But this is, like, more than I could. Like, literally every card, all of these reveals is playable. That is insane. That does so much for the deck. Like, that does so much for the deck. It is insane. And Spring Girl is so nuts. Because, like, it takes away, like, your field presence with Marincess matters so much, and the fact that this can just banish from grave to summon is insane. That is so incredibly good. I cannot believe it. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments below. I don't know when I'm going to be posting this video. Like I said, I'm, like, looking at these effects, like, as soon as I've seen them. Nothing's gone up in the org. I kind of want to wait till they go up in the org to post this video to make sure everything's official. I hope it is, because all of this stuff seems like way too good to be true. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more of my content, click on one of the videos popping up on the bottom of the screen right now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, and yeah, we're definitely revisiting Marincess once this support comes out, 100%. Lastly, a special thanks goes to our Divine level channel members, and they are Cadillacs84, Pony Stark, Keith Sidgers, and Tweeter0226. Thank you guys so much for your extremely generous support.